Losing a child is every parent's worst nightmare, but losing three children on the same day is an unimaginable tragedy. One morning, as usual, the man left for work, leaving his wife and their three children at home as they prepared for school. And once they left for school, their mother headed to market where she ran her small trade. After school, the children returned home, had lunch, and began playing football in the compound. While they played, it started drizzling. The light rain soon turned into a heavy downpour, but the children, full of joy and excitement, decided to keep playing in the rain. In the compound, there was an old uncovered well that served as a drainage system. Whenever it rained, the well collected all the water. As the children played, the football flew off the post and rolled dangerously close to the well. One of the boys ran to retrieve the ball, but as he approached, he slipped, lost his balance, and fell into the well. His brother, seeing what had happened, rushed to save him, but he too met the same fate. Their little sister, panicking and desperate to help her brothers, also slipped and fell in. That evening, when their mother returned home, she found the door unlocked and the house very quiet. None of her children were in sight. She called out for them repeatedly, but there was no response. Fear and panic set in as her mind raced through all the terrible possibilities. When her husband returned home, the two began a frantic search, going from house to house in the neighborhood, but the children were nowhere to be found. They stayed up all night, unable to sleep, consumed by worry. The next morning, their neighbor's 3-year-old child, who had witnessed the tragic event, tried to explain what had happened. Though the explanation was fragmented and unclear, the child mother tried to piece everything together, enough to suggest that they should check the well. No one wanted to believe it at first. The mere thought of it being true was too horrifying to accept. Finally, the father gathered courage and called for well divers. By the time the divers arrived in the afternoon, one of the bodies had already floated to the surface. The sight of it threw the entire community into a heart-wrenching cry of grief. The divers retrieved the other two bodies from the well, confirming the parents' worst fear. It was indeed a devastating Thursday. The children's bodies were prepared for burial. Their small forms pressed to release all the water they had taken in. And so, in one unthinkable moment, these parents lost all their three children.